Hey you guys, happy Monday. Okay, so if you are just tuning in, if you're just joining the group, our group has exploded in the last couple of days, so I just want to welcome you all real quick. So today is day one of the Goals for Growth Challenge. This is the second round of this challenge, training series, whatever you want to call it, and we saw a lot of really great breakthroughs happen during the last round. So I'm excited for this. I would love if you are hopping on live for you to say hello, and if you're watching the replay, you can also say hi. Let me know you're tuning in. And so we're out in the yard. It's a little windy and a little buggy, but I think this is going to be really good. And I really want this to be an interactive challenge and training. So I encourage you over the next 3 days to make sure that you are printing out or at least copying down your worksheet assignments and that you are sharing them in the group. So the best part of these challenges is for me to be able to see what you're up to, where I can help you, give you some support, be your cheerleader. I'm just watching the baby who's now crawling away from me over there. So I might have to go grab him. What are you doing? Hi! And I also want you to be able to share this experience with the other women in this community. So this is a space for you to get support, for you to learn something new, or maybe just enhance the things that you're already learning, and to really share your own brilliance. So I want you to share your aha moments, what you're getting out of this challenge. And so today, just making sure the baby's not like, hi, they're coming to get me? Today is all about setting your goals. So we're gonna dig into some stuff this week, you guys. And over the next 3 days, I really want you to get serious about what you want to see in your life. And so I'm gonna walk you through this. I'm going to be doing this with you. If you don't know me, I am a coach. I help moms create sustainable lifestyles. And a big piece of that, especially for those of us that are entrepreneurs, hi buddy, he's walking. I'm so excited. Connor learned how to walk over the weekend. So little mom moment there. I just lost my train of thought for you guys. This happens when you have mom brain and you're being distracted. I'm going to be doing this with you guys. I am a coach. I help moms create sustainable lifestyles, whether or not they keep their sanity, and their train of thought is another story. So we're gonna dig right into this, since I can't remember where I was going with that. So the first step in changing your life, whether that is in your life or your business, and those things obviously correlate, is to set some goals and to be really clear on what you want. So today, what you are going to do is you're going to print out the worksheets. You should have it in your inbox already, as long as you are subscribed to the mailing list. If you're not, you can go to calandramartin.com/freebies, or you can go to the pinned post and find access to that right there. So you should have your worksheets, and you're going to want to print them out. So today, there are 2 sheets, and what we are looking at what are you doing, buddy? What we're looking at is setting SMART goals. And so there's a good chance that you've probably heard of this before, and I don't want to be repeating old news, but this is essential because the way that you set your goals and the way that you are formatting them really makes a difference. So a lot of times I see women setting goals and saying, I want to make more money, or I want to get healthy, or I want my relationship to be better. Okay, great, but that is super vague. It has no timeline attached to it. It's not measurable. So let's lay out what a SMART goal is real quick, just so that you guys understand this really easily. And this is laid out for you in the worksheet as well, because chances are my train of thought's gonna go out the window. So SMART goals, this is an acronym that you're gonna break down. S, specific. So instead of just saying this random goal, like I want to make more money, okay, how much money do you want to make? Do you want to make $5? Do you want to make $100? Do you want to make $5,000? What is that number? Maybe you're setting a goal for your health. I want to get healthier. No, you want to lose X amount of weight. You want to feel a certain way. You want to change the specific thing about your diet. Maybe you are cutting out sugar, whatever it is. And your relationships. I want my relationship to be better. Well, what part of your relationship? Do you want your communication to be better? Do you want your sex to be better? Do you want I don't know. I'm not a relationship coach, clearly. So get really specific about what your goal is. That is the first step. What is it? And be really specific. The next thing, Connor is climbing up the hill now. Hi, Bailey. The next thing is for it to be measurable. So this is kind of along the same lines. So for example, when we're talking about money, if you're setting a financial goal and you're setting a number to that, how is that measurable to what you have right now? Is that $100 more? Is it $5,000 more than you're making right now? How are you measuring that? What are you comparing that to? I just have to keep watching Connor. Let me flip the camera so you guys can understand how distracted I am. There he is at the top of the hill. Okay, so SMART goals. Specific, measurable, attainable. I'm like having to spell in my head. So is this goal attainable for you? Is it something that you can, resonate with? So a lot of times, especially as entrepreneurs, what I see and what I've experienced is that we see all of these other women that are further along in their journeys than we are, and we think, okay, I should be making 10K months. Well, if you have never made $100 in your business before, you better believe that you have to start below that bar. You have to start at the bar that is attainable for you. So again, whatever your goal is, how is that attainable for you? How can you frame that so that it's something your brain can actually process? Because if you have never seen $10,000 in your bank account before, or close to that, it's going to be really hard for you to start to manifest that reality. So it has to be attainable. And when you're setting these goals, I want you guys this week, so we have 3 days of this challenge, and there's 3 areas that we always focus on. So any goal that you're setting, it's going to fall under one of these categories. It's either under your health, your relationships, or your finances. And you can pick one for each. You can pick just one out of those 3. But write down today what your SMART, and we're going to keep going with this, what your SMART goal is for that. SMART, measurable, attainable, realistic. Okay, so attainable and realistic, again, these go under very similar things. So I'm just going to try to get Connor to come back down here. Come here, boo. Attainable and realistic. So it has to be realistic for you in your life. Again, if your goal is to make $10,000 and you've never made $500, $100, it's going to be really hard for you to justify that and to work towards that, because you're going to feel like it is out of your reach, and then you're going to start to get discouraged. Same thing with, let's just say, your health. I was a health coach, so this is easy for me to relate. So maybe you were trying to lose 30 pounds and you've never lost 5 pounds. Like, you've never seen 5 pounds drop off of your body. So how the hell can you expect to know what losing 30 pounds would feel like? And so we're going to get into this a little bit on day 2 with attaching your feelings and understanding why your goals matter. But you have to understand that when you're setting these goals, they have to be something that you logically can look at and feel really good about. So the last step is timely. So we're at the end of SMART. Where are you setting a time frame on your goal? And this is something that I personally still struggle with, because I don't like to feel like I failed, and I don't like to feel like I set a goal and then I didn't reach it. So this is an important piece though, because if you don't set a time frame to your goal, you're either, 1, going to feel like you have forever to do it and you're never going to take action. Let me know if you can relate to this. Or 2, you're going to get so stressed out because there is no time and you feel like you have to do it all at once. Do it all at once, and you can't break it down. So when you're setting your goal, you have to know where your time frame is for you to achieve this. Is it in a month? Is it in a week? Is it in a year? Is this a really long-term goal that you're looking at for the next 5 years? And I don't suggest that. That's a great vision to have, but when you're setting goals, you want to be able to see that they're attainable. So going back to our SMART acronym. So take a look at your goals today, write them out, print out the worksheets and start to go through each of these categories. And when you're setting your goals, I really want you guys to start getting specific about what they are. And I'm going to do this too, and I'll be sharing in the group this afternoon what mine are. And I'm going to do for each category, so health, relationship, and financial. And so these can get kind of intertwined, and you're going to see as you're setting these goals, and especially on day 2 when we're looking at your feelings about them, that they all correlate. And that's why it's so important for us to look at it this way, because nothing is black and white in our lives, right? There's always this gray matter, this piece, and what happens in this piece is that a lot of fear comes up, and that's what we're going to address tomorrow. So I want you guys first today to get clear on what your goals are, and if you need help with this, you can post in the group. If you want to share and get some feedback, you can share in the group. It's a safe space, there's no judgment in here, and I want to be able to walk you guys through this. So you can either comment below, or you can post in the group today. And if you want to go back, the replay of this will be available. And at the end of the week, I'm thinking that I might upload these worksheets for this challenge as well as the intention setting worksheets into one place for you guys to easily access, because right now the way that the email sequence is going, those of you that just subscribed may not have gotten the worksheets. So in the meantime, you can go to the files section of the group and you can find today's worksheet if you didn't get the email, and I will take a look at tomorrow and also post that, just so that you guys don't have any excuse as to why you can't do this, because I know that you can do this. It's only going to take maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes tops, 30 minutes if you're really like unsure of what you want in your life, to sit down and write out these goals that are really clear so that you can start taking action on them. And so tomorrow we're going to talk about hi bunny, we're going to talk about why your goals matter, the feelings that you're attaching to them, and how to incorporate that into your action plan. And then on the third day, we are going to start reverse engineering your goals and looking at them so that they are attainable for you and so that you are actually moving yourself closer to them. So be prepared for that. I'm getting eaten alive by bugs. So if you guys have any questions about today, if you need some feedback, feel free to chime in. I will be on Facebook, and I am always here to give you guys extra support if you need it. So super excited, cannot wait to see what your goals are. I'll be sharing mine a little bit later, and I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time for day 2. All right, bye you guys.